See, I don't know, I feel like it's... Oh my god, hey! I am going to be reviewing all 8 shows from MTFest UK, which is a festival of new musical theatre writing curated by Paul Taylor Mills in conjunction with the Other Palace Theatre. Show number 6 was Bloody Bloody Jessica Fletcher. MTFest Bloody Bloody Jessica Fletcher! This is a musical version of the popular detective television show Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. Right off the bat, I'm going to say a lot of the enjoyment of this is reliant on having a vague understanding of the show and the career of Angela Lansbury, but it's not a necessity. It's just sort of camp comedy that can be appreciated regardless. That having been said, this was hysterically funny. Oh my god, this was laugh out loud hilarious. It had a really receptive audience of gay men, basically. It opens with my favourite opening number of all of these shows. It welcomes you to Cabot Cove, which is where all of the episodes of Murder, She Wrote take place. This one small little cove with an unusually high death rate, and the whole song plays on that idea with a sort of jolly, that's what happens in Cabot Cove, and then somebody dies idea. And it's that sort of tongue-in-cheek ridiculousness that runs throughout the whole show. Harriet Thorpe plays Jessica Fletcher, and as always, she has this tremendous presence. I've seen her in a few things. I've seen her in Ruthless, I've seen her in Wicked. She's really fantastic. She definitely has the grandeur and the sort of diva quality that you need at the centre of this piece. In a bigger stage, I could see someone like Elaine Page taking this on, or an Imelda Staunton, someone of that calibre, potentially. All of the cast were fantastic. Literally everyone was so good, and they appeared to be having the time of their lives doing this show. This being said, the show was stolen completely by Mark Anderson, to an extent that I have never seen a show stolen quite so severely before. So someone was murdered, and Mark played the victim's son, the victim's wife, and the victim's mistress. As the victim's wife, he had this back and forth rivalry with Jessica Fletcher when she was interviewing his character, and sang my favourite song in the entire show. It's a little ditty called Angela Lansbury Will Never Win an Emmy. Spoiler alert, in the end, this character is revealed to be Judi Dench, who is bitter at having been passed over for the part of Jessica Fletcher in Murder, She Wrote, in favour of Angela Lansbury. And bizarrely, Mark Anderson is perfectly cast as Judi Dench, as this angry widow. For no reason, and with no costuming to make him appear feminine, it's just an utterly convincing portrayal. Jemma Alexander played Lulu. She was honestly just so excited to be there. I was loving her in the background just as a hype crew for everyone else's song. Connor Byrne was very enjoyable as Mr. Drake the murder victim. Even better, I thought, as the female prostitute in the jail cell. Verity Rushworth played Victoria, Jessica Fletcher's niece, and our sort of route into this story. She was very great, very endearing, and then sang this song in the jail cell that began as a sort of token belty ballad and went to a strange lesbian place in the end that I loved. I don't remember there being a single weak song, because all of the songs, in addition to just being very well written and very enjoyable songs, are all hysterically funny. They all take it over the top. They all take it to that ridiculous place. There's no sort of filler material, which a lot of comedy musicals have. You sort of feel like, oh, this song's not really doing it for me. We'll wait until we get to the next one. This was just great comedy song after great comedy song. It was all brilliant. You get the sense this material has been workshopped well and streamlined. The version we seemed to get in 45 minutes seemed pretty complete in terms of the plot. The pacing was pretty good. It was a bit hurried. This brings us to my only criticism about this show, which is that it works so perfectly in that setting. I'm not convinced it would work well in a theatre as a full book musical. I don't think that's its destiny, honestly. The closest thing I could compare this show to in the world of musical theatre at the moment is Ruthless, which was in London this previous summer in 2018 at the Arts Theatre. Ruthless is a show that parodies a lot of classic cult gay cinema. It's a little bit gypsy, it's a little bit Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and it's a little bit All About Eve, all sort of wrapped up together. Very camp. There's a female character played by a man for no specific reason. And this show feels very similar to that. It's got a similar vibe. The scale that it had, even for just a small, what was basically a small reading, worked very well for this show. It didn't feel the need to be any more overproduced. The material stood up well for itself, with no costuming, no set, no special effects, no one covered in blood or anything like that. It all worked very well, and sort of suspiciously well. It's just perfect for that cabaret setting. I think maybe it could if it were to branch out and not be quite so specific. So Ruthless does well by parodying a few different things, and you can immediately see, you can tell what you're watching. You know, oh, that's a reference to this movie, that's a reference to that. A character will come in and have a certain name, and everyone will know exactly what's going to happen. You could bring in other elements to this, to Bloody Bloody Jessica Fletcher, by referencing other things as well, referencing maybe other Angela Lansbury roles, having other characters appear, or other strange 80s detective television shows. I think just bringing in more things so you're parodying more than one specific TV program. Otherwise, it's going to have a sort of a very niche gay audience, which is not a bad thing. You know, shows have survived on niche gay audiences for a long time. As I say, the show works so well in this format. It might have been the most enjoyable hour that I spent in all of MTFest, just laughing hysterically at this brilliant show. It was very polished, it knew exactly what it was doing. I am that niche gay audience, like this. What else is new? Thank you for watching this video of me reviewing this new musical from MTFest UK. If you liked this video and want to see more videos of me reviewing musicals, talking about musicals, backstage vlogs at shows that I'm doing, singing things, all sorts of random nonsense that I get up to, then give me a like, give me a share, and subscribe to my channel. Hashtag, oh my god, hey. I'm a monster.